I don't think y'all have seen this plant yet. Hello friends, I hope you're all doing well. I know I've been promising you a plant room tour for a minute, but I'm not done with this space yet. There's still more things that I need to figure out in here before I feel like I can give you the proper tour of it. It is coming along, it's just taking slightly longer than expected. So I'm working on it and it will come. But in the meantime, I'm gonna resume sort of normal content like this video today, where I'm talking about my favorites from this summer. All of the plants that have been like very, very exciting to me, doing great things that I'm looking at and I'm just like, yes, go you. I'm so happy because of this plant. All of that kind of stuff. And I've got 10 things to show y'all today that I'm just buzzing about, and I hope you can buzz about them with me. Before I get into it though, I want to say if you're new here and you don't know me already, hi, my name is Emma and I make houseplanting content all over the internet. So if you want to follow along with my houseplanting journey and maybe learn something along the way, stick around, watch more of my videos and subscribe to my channel. If you are not new here, welcome back. I really appreciate you returning. Now let's get into these. The first one I've got here is a little Alocasia, and it is my TC Alocasia venom, because look at this leaf. It did unfortunately lose its little tail thing. I think that might have happened in the move because it got too moist, or it was like touching the side of the container or something. So it did lose its little tail, but I feel like it's properly starting to size up now, which is so exciting. I honestly think this one's been doing better than the Monstera, and I mean, I need to update y'all on my TCs anyway, so that'll happen down the line. But it is just, oh, look at that. How can you not love this sort of like weird alien mutated silver Alocasia vibe? Like, it is right up my alley, and I'm just so happy that this one is growing so well for me. So cute. Oh, this next one, I am just so proud of her. This is my Begonia bipinnatifida. I am so proud of this one for surviving the move. That is why this one has made the list, because she is such a sensitive little being, because her leaves are so fragile and webby and weird and fun and great. But she's so sensitive, and so I was really worried that in the move, whether it was going from being in the cabinet to being in the moving box, which this one was in a clear box, or going from the clear box back to the cabinet after sitting in that for like a week, I was a little bit nervous that it was going to throw a bit of a fit and drop everything. I think it did end up dropping one of its stalks because it did have two before, but the main one, the one with all of these branches on it, is here and it is thriving, and I think I could probably chop and prop this to like put some cuttings back into the bottom to fill it out a little bit at this point, and I think that would go okay. Like, I just had this fear that she was just gonna shrivel up and die, and I'm like so lucky that that didn't happen, and I'm really proud of her for making the transition without too much fuss and still like growing new leaves in there. Like, I'm getting new leaves still, which is fantastic. This is such a fun, weird begonia. I would highly recommend this one to anyone who's wanting to like experiment with more fun, slightly more difficult begonias. If you want to like take a step up into things that are a little bit more sensitive, this is a fun, cool option that just like looks so unlike any other plants, and it's like not got much leaf, which normally I'm not the biggest fan of, but in this one, I'm kind of here for it. A very happy Hoya I've had, and like one that's just been making my summer, is my Hoya carnosa, which doesn't have any blooms on it right this second, but it has bloomed for me multiple times this summer. And it's so exciting. This is the first year that this one's actually bloomed for me, and so it's been such a joy to see how they come out. I've never had a carnosa bloom for me, and I've heard they're like a little bit more difficult, so it's just been such a joy. I've got a peduncle just there, think there's one like hiding in there, and they're just like dotted around. I think there might be like 3 or 4 on this thing now, which is fantastic. And I think I'll probably get at least one more bloom before the summer is over. I've been keeping this one in quite high light. It's in a southwest facing window at the minute, and I think that's helped quite a lot. And this one actually pushed out flowers during the move, which is crazy. I know plants tend to like drop blooms, like my variegated Thanksgiving cactus dropped the blooms it was growing when it got moved. This one, nuh-uh. She bloomed in the box and she was perfectly okay with that. And so we're in a great place with this one, and I think I almost need to get it a like second trellis that I could put on the top, that I can make it even bigger. Maybe. I don't know whether or not this one's gonna go back in the disco ball planter or not. I really want to hang my disco ball planters, but I don't know where quite yet. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not done with the plant room, and I wanna like get it a little bit more situated first. So maybe this one will go back in the disco ball, maybe it won't. I think it looked really good in the disco ball, so that could be quite a good option for that going back. But I'm just so proud of her for flowering so much, and it was like really unexpected, and it brought such joy to my summer so far. Let's talk this one next. These are my Alocasia michelatiana Friedect, so the variegated one as well as the normal non-variegated one, mixed together in one pot, and they have grown so freaking well for me. I put these corms in here, I think in December time, and they were like baby tiny corms, and in only a few months they actually sprouted, and now they're getting so big. So this one's graduated from the Millsbow into the Rudston now, so it can have a little bit more space, and it is like the variegation on these leaves is so nice. It's some of the best variegation in my opinion. It's like just splashy enough, and I love the contrast of the variegated leaves next to the non-variegated ones. I feel like it adds quite a lot of personality to the plant. Like, look at that, so beautiful. And I mean, this leaf is like almost entirely full moon. That's great. And I've got a new leaf coming on the way. Like, what is not to love about this plant? It's probably one of the easiest alocasias I have ever tried. It is so resilient. Like my previous one, the mother of this one, had spider mites previously, and I got rid of those several times over, and it's not been an issue. She's never stopped growing. She's never put up a fit. She's never dropped all her leaves. She just keeps going. And I mean, I'm just so proud of where she's gotten to in these 6 months, because it has been so much. And I'm not saying I neglect her, but like I just never have to worry that this one's going to be suffering, because she'll just keep chugging along. I don't think y'all have seen this plant yet. I don't know, I haven't talked about it, but I have an Anthurium crystallinum red now in my collection, and this is actually one that a friend gave to me because they had one that they grew babies of or something, or split apart or something, and so they gave me this beautiful plant. And since it's been in my care, which has only been a few months now, I think, just popped out this. Look at this leaf, how dark and velvety and shiny it is, and the red in the sinus. I am obsessed. I have just been really enjoying watching this one. The roots on it are really good in here as well. Like, I'm just so happy with this one. Anthuriums, I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with them. They're not all my favorite. I feel like a lot of them look very similar, and I do find them to be on the finickier side. They're not the easiest of plants, but this one so far has been really chill. I have put it in my Millsbow in order to like make sure it's getting high humidity and quite a lot of light, and I think so far it's been happy with that. We will see. Hopefully now that we're in a new location, it's still gonna be getting enough light. I haven't changed the lights in my cabinet, so I don't think it'll be much different for that. But yeah, I'm excited to finally show you guys this one. I don't know why I haven't shown it to you. I just never, the opportunity didn't arise. But this one has been bringing me lots of joy. I've been really enjoying watching this leaf come in, harden off, and turn the beautiful like dark green velvety that it is. this guy, whoa, my Musa Florida, I am so freaking happy with it. I finally repotted it not that long ago actually, and I think it has absolutely loved having slightly more space because it immediately really put out a size up in leaf. Like it really jumped there, which is so exciting, and it's putting out another new one at the minute, so like we can only be super duper excited about it. But it's just loving life. Again, this is a very, very chill one. Banana plants in general are pretty easy care, low maintenance, and this is almost one that I would be tempted to keep outside of the plant room as long as it's staying in like a nice sunny window. I think it'd probably be absolutely fine just like being around. It doesn't need extra high humidity. It's also pet safe, so like if the cats nibble at it, it's not the end of the world. And so I just love how easy and chill this one is, and I'm so excited to hopefully get it to grow even bigger in like the rest of the growing season, because we're not quite done with it yet. So hopefully we have a little bit more time to get this one growing really well. But in my plant room, it's sitting in a southwest facing window, so it's possible that as long as it stays warm enough through here, through the winter, it can still be putting out really nice growth for me. So I have my fingers crossed that that will be the case, and it will just keep sizing up and giving me bigger and bigger. Like I would love a nice big tall one. Oh, that's the goal for this, because I got it as a tiny little baby, and I would love for it to grow into like a big, mature, variegated banana plant. This little guy graduated the cabinet this summer. Finally decided to take it out of the cabinet, and immediately as soon as I did that, it started growing so much better. I did have it in the cabinet when it was quite young to try and get it to establish itself, but once I changed the grow lights in there, I think it was a little bit too bright for it actually, because the polyneura, they go quite like light green. I mean, this leaf's a little bit yellow, so we're just not gonna look at that, but they do go a little bit lighter green. Mine was getting a little bit light bleached when it was under the new grow lights in the cabinet, and so it was time to move it on, and it immediately put out these like entirely full white moon, like full moon leaves, and then it just kept going, and I've even got some more new growth in there right now. So it's blasting off, which is fantastic. It's all I could have asked for with this one. I've just got it on some regular plant shelves now, and nothing that exciting. It's still getting a little bit of grow light. It's maybe about 1 meter from the southwest facing window, so it's not like it's in the dark. It's not in the dark by any means, but it's not in nearly as bright of a situation, and it is doing so well. And it kind of makes up for the fact that I pretty much lost my normal polyneura during the move. She's no longer with us, unfortunately, and so I'm just gonna love this one and my Broget and give them everything they could possibly need and want until, I mean forever, but eventually I will hopefully get another normal polyneura. That would be the goal. But yeah, I'm just so glad that I moved it out of the cabinet and that it adjusted really well without any sort of complaints, because whenever I do move stuff out of the cabinet, even if I know it is for the best, there is always the risk that it's going to throw a little bit of a fit, because it is a massive change of environment. You're going from something really bright and warm and humid to something that's just like out in the home, and so it is different, and so there's always the chance that it's gonna be a little bit mad about that, and so we just have to like cross our fingers when we do, or like adjust it slowly, which is kind of hard to do outside of a cabinet, because like I'm not just gonna open the door all day, because then what about the other plants that are in there? I don't know. Anyways, so really happy that this one has done so well. This is one that I've been obsessed with watching. This is my Begonia sugogo, and it puts out new leaves so regularly, and they get so big. Like, do you see the size? I can't even properly show you. Do you see the size of that leaf? It is so big, and it's pretty much always putting out new ones, and they come in like this little like red mushroomy looking thing, and then they just slowly expand into the like weird and wonderful pattern and shape and texture almost that the rest of the plant has. And so I am constantly looking at this one and enjoying watching it grow and change. I think I got this as a cutting from Claire end of last year, I think. And it's one of her favorite begonias. It's grown so well for her, and I was a little bit skeptical because it is a rhizomaceous begonia, and I was nervous to like put it in semi-hydro, but it's loving the semi-hydro life. It's loving the no drainage life. I should probably actually give it a water because I think the water level's like down here at the minute. So time for a little bit of a drink, but oh yeah, it is just, it's doing so well, and I'm loving seeing it size up and expand. I can't wait to see if it gets even bigger than this on the next leaf. Who knows? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Stay tuned to find out. I'll be there like rooting for it with you. And then we've got a couple of big ones. I can pull this one in, and it's actually only one of the 3 plants that's in this pot. This is my mixed pot of the Branchifolia Pink Passion, the Batwing, and the Tanderusa. But I am especially excited for the Batwing portion of this. Let me put you down a little bit so you can see better. I'm especially excited for the Batwing portion of this because look how big this leaf is. It is gotten insane. And again, this is one that I got as like a very small plant in I think June last year, and the amount that it has grown is crazy. Also, it's on the floor right now, like this, the pot's on the floor, and so it's gotten super duper tall. And this new leaf, I don't know, I don't even know what to say because it is just so beautiful and shiny and happy. And it does just have one leaf. Yes, it's one of those alocasias that cycles all over the place, but I kind of don't mind that. And especially since I've put it in this mixed pot with the other things, like it kind of makes it a little bit fuller. And I was a little bit nervous doing that as well because the like alocasias might be competing with each other for nutrients, water, whatever, but it's been absolutely fine, especially since actually I put this one in after I'd already got the other 2 established in the pot together. So like this was a last minute addition, and you know, it's probably thriving the most out of all of the ones in here. The rest of them are looking a teensy bit sad. I don't think they're particularly happy with the move. Oh my gosh, I can show you this as well. It's quite cool. Look at the flower of the Branchifolia Pink Passion. Look at those stripes. How weird and cool is that? I mean, I don't particularly like it when my alocasias flower because they're just kind of annoying, and unless I'm trying to pollinate them, which I haven't been, even though that's been something I've wanted to do for ages. Maybe I will at some point. I've just not had the like time and patience in the old place, at least, to get it done. So maybe in the new place I'll have that. I have kind of more access to my plants now that I've got a plant room, so maybe that will happen. Hopefully I can try it at some point because it is something really cool and fun and weird that I would love to do. But in the meantime, I can just really appreciate the plants that are doing well, especially the alocasias, because they can get a little bit sad and finicky sometimes, and yet here we go. Beautiful, shiny, amazing, big batwing leaf. Like, I wish I could show you normal way up, but it doesn't go normal way up because it's just growing like that, so it's fine. And then for the last one, I'm just gonna put B-roll in because it's so big, I really don't fancy moving it. It is my big Monstera Thai constellation. It has been such a joy for me this summer. It has put out like 2 quite large leaves for me in this time, and it just makes me so happy. I've always really wanted a large form Monstera, and yes, I know I did just get that big cutting from Claire. That one makes me really happy. I'm hoping that I can get it to root, but like, I got that Thai con from such a small plant, and it has taken so long to get it to be a happy camper, and I can't believe that when I got it and it had literally rotten roots that I would be able to get it to the place it's in now. And I'm so proud of myself, and I'm so proud of it because it is just phenomenal, and it makes me so happy to see it and love it. And it desperately needs a repot, so hopefully that will be coming soon. I did order a bigger self-watering pot for it to go in because it's in semi-hydro, and I might pop it in with the little one that I got from B&Q the other month. So I might put those in together because I feel like that would look quite cute, like two in the same pot. One's slightly more variegated, the new one, and my like older, bigger one is not as variegated. So I think it'd look like a nice contrast in there. But I desperately need to repot that one because it has been, oh gosh, probably at least a couple of years. That being said, she's happy. She is so happy, and it just keeps putting out bigger and bigger leaves. It's also at the top of the moss pole, and so when I do my big repot with it, I'll give it a new moss pole to climb because it really loves and appreciates the support, and it's putting out crazy aerial roots all of the time. I cut some off not that long ago, actually. I'm pretty sure I showed you in a video, and it's already got ones nearly just as long again. They grow so fast, so I need to cut those off or encourage them into the new moss pole when I repot it. But it has just been bringing me so much joy, and like looking at it every day makes me happy, and that's what this entire video is about. It's about plants that have made me happy over the last couple months, and that one absolutely has. So there we go. Those are my favorites from summer 2026. Some plants that are bringing me so much joy. I'd really love to hear about plants that are bringing you joy in your collection right now. Pop those down below in the comments if you'd like to share in the excitement. I also have loads of new members of my Good Growing fam on Patreon to thank, so huge thanks to Ashley, Ella, Nicole, Plenty Jess, and Newfields for joining in. I hope you love all of the bonus content over there, and that I hopefully get to see you in the live chat this weekend, because there's one coming up. That's one of the things that's on there. We do live chats monthly, you get bonus content, and I've done a house tour over there. All kinds of fun things happen over on my Patreon. The lowest tier is £3 a month, and for that you get to the bulk of everything. So it's there if you would like it, but absolutely no pressure if it's not your thing. The link is down below in the description. I also want to thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up down below and leave a comment on all the other plant things that you'd like me to talk about in the future, and subscribe for more. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to keep growing. Bye!